Good morning, everyone. It is time for the March 25 cohort graduation, and so we are going to get that going right about now. Thank you for joining, and please keep yourselves muted unless you have something to say. And if you do, feel free to just raise your hand, and myself or Dr. Adu will try and call on you. But congratulations to all of us interns. I'm excited to be here. I hope you're excited to be here. And we're going to start with a thank you to our sponsors. And the sponsors include Aramis Inc. Oh, there we go. Aramis Inc., Aramis Academy, CompTIA, and Diaspicare and ADDI for their help or because of their sponsorships, we were able to get this program up and running. Our intern facilitator is the very much beloved Dr. Adu. As you can see here, this is only a few of his accomplishments. But they include the a former United States Army captain, a member of the Forbes Technology Council. He's the CEO of Eurytmus Inc., but he's also the founder of Eurytmus Academy. And he's also a former professor of the University of Maryland Global Campus and Central Texas College. And again, that's just a few of his accomplishments here. So the timeline for the internship program, March 25, the startup. And so the projects are using cybersecurity frameworks like syscontrol v8, NIST CSF, and SysRAM, and many more to help secure the IT infrastructure for Diaspicare Inc. and ADDI. During that, we conducted risk assessments of the organization's security posture and conducting third risk assessments for the organizations, as well as setting up an incident response program for the organizations. And that includes both Diaspicare and ADDI. The internship curriculum, onboarding and introduction to the cybersecurity GRC, overview of importance of cybersecurity, introduction to the internship program, and then we got to meet the companies. Week one, that was obviously the funnest. That was our governance policies and frameworks. So project one, we reviewed and assessed the company's cybersecurity policies, and the workshop portion of it was the introduction to the cybersecurity governance frameworks. Hopefully, all of you remember the structure of a policy. There will be a pop quiz at the end of this. I'm just teasing. Week two is risk management, identifying and assessing risks. Project two, we conducted a comprehensive risk assessment for the assigned company and a risk assessment methodologies and tools. Week three was compliance. That's the legal and regulatory requirements. So again, legal, law, and regulatory is industry standards. So for project three, we reviewed the cybersecurity regulations and as well as the law and regulations, as mentioned just a moment ago. Week four, security architecture and controls. Security controls effectiveness, evaluation. Workshop implementing security controls and architecture best practices. Week five, incident response and management. Develop and refine the incident response plan, incident response strategies, and simulation exercises. Quite complicated, but quite fun. Week six, setting a security baseline for a company using cybersecurity frameworks to set a security baseline for a company. Week seven was our third-party risk management, where we assess and manage third-party risks associated with vendors and partners. And to be frank, guys, let's be real. I don't know about Team Diaspicare, but Team ADDI, we lost quite a bit of sleep during some of those weeks. Week eight, we had cybersecurity audit and assurance, and that's where we conduct a cybersecurity audit, including third party risk assessments. Week six, week nine, I don't know why I said six, we developed a cybersecurity awareness training. Week 10 was a vulnerability assessment, a little light load compared to the previous weeks. And week 11 was job assistance, where Dr. Adu actually showed us where to find jobs, how to go about them, and how to apply to companies directly. And so now we have a message from our main sponsor, Eurytmus Academy. Take it away. Oh. No, sorry, that's me. Eurimus Academy is a cybersecurity training institute based in New York and has trained over 3,000 students all around the globe to become cybersecurity professionals. The Eurimus catalog of the course includes entry-level course, the best training for absolute beginners who want to start working as a cybersecurity professional in 6 months or less. The certification courses that includes CISP, CompTIA Security Plus, CISA, CYSA Plus, and many more. The payment card industry data security standard, also known as PCI DSS training, PCI specialist and expert. Some of our mentors went through that. They also have AI governance specialist training, cloud security specialist training, cyber hands-on training, and cyber job placement assistance, where they help us find a cyber job. And for Eurythmus Academy, how to get started, you can go to www.eurythmusacademy.com or you can email them directly. There's also a channel for them on YouTube and Facebook under Eurythmus Academy. If you go to the YouTube channel, you can actually find all of their Friday cyber chats. I'm actually a subscriber there, so you can find all their previous cyber chats as well as many others. And today we have a certificate of completion awarded to Samuel Bouquier, and that's for PCI DSS expert. That includes the internship and workshop. Date of completion says September 2024. So hopefully he's rocking it there. And now we can hear from the March 25 cohort from Diaspicare. So I'll call on the group leaders, and I believe that's George and Francis, correct? So if either one of you would like to talk about Team A and Team B, please do so. George, are you available?
Yes, I'm.
Yeah. Are you
No,
talking to
sorry,
ADDI
George.
or diaspora?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm talking about George for Diaspicare.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Or Francis, are you available?
yeah, I'm available. George is here.
Okay, thank you, George. Take it away.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. Good morning and good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm George Usuberima, the group lead of Diaspora Care, MARCH2025 Cohort. It's an absolute honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the graduation of an exceptional group of GRC cybersecurity professionals. To the leadership of Eurythmus Academy, our partners at ADDI and Diaspora Care, esteemed guests, my family, and most importantly, my fellow interns, you are all welcome. 3 months ago, we embarked on this intensive journey, not just as students, but as problem solvers, entrusted with real-world challenges. From conducting cybersecurity assessment and with NIST CSF and ISO 27701 to navigating enterprise risk frameworks and crafting policies. We didn't just learn GRC, we lived it. Every vulnerability assessment, every risk matrix, and every late night review session was a step toward this moment. And here we are today, not just as graduates, but as professionals ready to fortify organizations against evolving cyber threats. To Eurythmus Academy, thank you for equipping us with both the technical rigor and the strategic mindset that GRC demands. To ADDI and Diaspora Care, thank you for entrusting us with your projects. Your real-world challenges were our greatest teachers. And to my incredible intern cohort, look around. This is your tribe. The resilience you showed, debugging frameworks, debating risk scenarios, and delivering under pressure proves that you belong in this field. Cybersecurity isn't just about tools. It's about the tenacity, and you've got it all. GRC is more than compliance checkboxes. It's the backbone of trust in the digital age. As we step into our roles as analysts, consultants, and auditors, remember the policies we wrote and the risk we mitigated shape organizations' future. Let's carry a rhythmic forward. Thank you very much.
Morning, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Frances Amiya. I was the Assistant Group Leader for Diaspora Care for the MARCH2025 cohort. Arrhythmics Academy GRC internship has really been a transformative and enlightening experience. And the various projects we worked and covered on has given me the requisite hands-on experience and skills that I needed to excel in this ever-evolving world of cybersecurity. And I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Edu and his able team who made this program possible. Your dedication, insight, and tireless mentorship has not only educated us, but has inspired a new generation of cyber professionals who are ready to face the challenges ahead. And to my fellow colleagues turned family, what a journey this has been. From the lengthy late night sessions to the heated debate, it's truly been an honor knowing you. And I'll say, may we lead with knowledge, protect with purpose, and grow with every challenge we face. Thank you all, and congratulations to us all.
Would either of the group leaders like to introduce their teams? There will be a time after, once ADDI is done going through their team, there'll be a chance for all the cohort to mention any messages or experiences and thoughts. Anybody? Well, Charlotte or Francis, would you like to introduce the teams?
Yeah, sure, Michael. So we have Team A, we have Charlotte being the team leader, and we've got Lex, who is the assistant team leader. We've also got Susan and then myself in the and team B. We have James, who is the team B leader for Diaspora Care. We also have Stanley being the assistant team leader. And the other team members, we have Matt, we have Stanley, we have Frank, and also we have who am I missing? So yeah, I think those are the members. And we have Dotun, Adi Dotun as the team members for Team B for Diaspora Care.
Okay. And here are the awards. Would you mind leading us through the awards?
Sure, absolutely. So
Thank you.
for the category of most helpful interns, we had Matthew, Charlotte, Stanley, James, Frances, and Adedotun being the ones who were awarded the most helpful interns. If we go on to the next category, which is the most active interns, we have Matt coming up again, Frances, Frank, Adedotun, and also Charlotte. Moving on to the next category, which will be most technical knowledge interns. We've got James, Matthew, and then George Owusu Berima, our group leader. And then moving on to the next category of awards, we have the most valuable interns. We have Matt, we've got Stanley, James, George, and Ade Dotun. So I guess this is pretty much the awards and the categories. And then lastly, we've got the most resourceful interns. We have Stanley coming up again, Matthew, James, and Adedotun again. So these are the interns, and these are the awards that were given based on what team members came up with by voting and agreeing on who to put on there. Thank you.
Thank you
Over
very
to you,
much,
Michael.
Francis. Thank you. And now it's Group ADDI. I, Michael, am an assistant group leader. Now we will hand it over to the man, the group leader himself, and that would be Ernest. Ernest, would you mind?
Yes, thank you so much, Michael. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. As Michael said, my name is Ernest, and I had the honor of serving as the group leader during this internship journey. And looking back, I can confidently say that this experience has been more than just professional development, and it's been a journey of growth, collaboration, and purpose. As a group, we did face challenges, shared knowledge, and supported each other through every steps. And leading such a dedicated and talented team was being an incredible privilege. And I learned just as much as each of you learned from me as well. And I'm grateful to Arithmetic Academy, to our mentor, especially Dr. Do, and to every intern who made this journey meaningful. And thank you for trusting me, for pushing each other, and also for showing what true teamwork looks like. And through the internship may be ending, even though the internship may be ending, I hope the connection skills and lessons we have gained here will carry us forward into the next chapter of our career. And thank you so much for trusting me to be the leader and also pushing everyone as well. So at this moment, I would like to introduce my team workers. I have Michael, who is the assistant group leader. All right. Group A, team A. We have George, who is the team leader for team A. That's like assistant team leader. I have Lama, team A member. I have Larry. Team A member, I have Ekinem. And now we go to team B. So the team leader for team B is Asana. The assistant team B leader is Cyril. Team B member, we have Thomas. And Olukemi, team B member as well. And lastly, we have Constantina, who is also a team member as well. So during the awards, so awards were put into teams. So we have team A, or I think you can see group A, but it's a team A awards. So most helpful interns, I have Lama, George, and Michael. Most active interns, Michael. Most technical knowledge interns, I have Lama and George. Most valuable interns, I have George, Michael, and Larry. Most resourceful interns, I have George and Larry. So team B awards. Most helpful interns, Ernest, that's myself, and Cyril. Most active interns, I have myself, Ernest, Cyril, and Thomas. Most technical knowledge interns, I have Ernest, myself, Cyril, and Cyril. Next slide, please. Most valuable interns, I have Nee Thomas, Olukemi, and Asana. And most resourceful interns, I have Ernest and Asana. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ernest, and thank you very much, Team Diaspicare. Appreciated that. So now we'll have our first of two guest speakers, and that would be Captain. Oh, there he is. Good to see you, sir. Captain Nana Aji. Please take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, Michael. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, Loud and
Yes.
clear, sir.
All right. It's a great pleasure. I haven't been around for a while, but I'll say it's been a true honor that Dr. Edu reached out to invite me for this platform, and I couldn't say no. So good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening to me from, graduates of this GRC cohort, and I'll say arithmetic mentors and guests who are on this session. The successful completion of any internship program is a big step. It's a big milestone. So once again, congratulations, interns or graduates as of today. You may not be wearing capes, just like any other graduates because it's virtual, but, we shouldn't make any mistake for that matter. You are entering a field, which is this GRC field, an ecosystem in a bigger scope of the landscape where threats are very predominant. And you understand that this is where you protect like the digital world as well as, helping corruption and chaos in our digital transformation landscape. And at any time when data breaches happen in this world, we look up to cyber professionals, especially with the GRC folks, because GRC is no longer a background function. A lot of people get it mistaken. It is actually the heart of every resilient organization. My organization currently supporting DoD as a contractor. GRC is moving every pin, because of zero trust. Now, let me share some real-time world examples for the team here, or our new GRC experts who are coming into the GRC world to experience their realism and the enjoyment of their milestone. If you guys can recall, back in 2021, right, a year after the COVID kicked in, like Colonial Pipeline, that was the largest, fuel pipeline operations in the United States. However, the breach caused a lot of fuel shortages and panic. Everybody was panicking. Folks who have invested in all kinds of assets. It was chaos, right? What is often left out is why the breach really happened. Everybody's thinking different. It's a business mindset, whole enterprise. But one, it was poor segmentation, weak password policies, and lack of real-time risk assessment. What wasn't mentioned was the failure in cybersecurity is governance and the compliance failure on the part of their entity that actually faced the breach. The training that you guys have had, right, comes into play when you spent months understanding the frameworks of NIST framework and ISO, as one of your leaders mentioned, 27701, and ISC controls, leveraging external companies like ADDI, Diaspora, helping you out to have a hands-on. It's a beautiful thing, right? You've conducted risk assessment, drafted policies, you've mapped the controls, but GRC is about protecting the trust, integrity, and the reputation, right? Considering humans being our own self, the most vulnerable assets, we need GRC. There's no way, right? You're talking about certifications like CISA and all that stuff coming together, aligning your company objectives with what your strategy is. GRC plays that link, kind of ties everything together. You've spent months doing this, but let me be clear, right? The value of you bringing this experience that you've gained into the world goes way beyond just writing policies and making sure that your audits are complete and making sure you're passing audits. For example, Toyota in 2022, if folks didn't really catch it, Toyota was suffering, right? They had incidents linked to third-party suppliers, and as well as they had, stuck reminders of third-party risk management, which was not operational. Now, GRC professionals, in real terms, who understand supply chain issues or risk management concerns, are the ones who prevent operational risk disaster before they even start. And we all know Scrum as a framework developed from the founders of Toyota, but yet they had issues with GRC. So there is that alignment where you should see yourself as a very key element in any organization, or more or less the experience that you've had. You go there with your shoulders high. I'm very passionate about this whole GRC cyber stuff because it is a stronghold, right? It is a big pillar in our ecosystem. Or maybe, you as an intern, has got a misconfigured, asset controls in a vendor onboarding process. Maybe you've raised your hand in a meeting and said, hey, this policy XYZ hasn't been appropriate or it's not correct in the past 3 years. Those actions of yours will count. They matter, right? Because at the end of the day, small details from you will prevent massive disasters. It will. Because those disasters, they do linger and they will cost a lot of money. It can cost you your job. But raising your hand, just not being quiet, because you've learned and you have the confidence, will matter a lot. Now, I want to leave you guys with 3 things, right? You are not just an invisible individual at this point. You are a GRC professional, right? And if you're in a room when decisions are being made, you are sitting on the table, advocate, talk, speak up, ask questions. If you don't want to talk, if you don't want to contribute, just ask questions. There are no dumb questions when it comes to GRC. And you will see that will build your confidence if you are not already there, right? And as one of your guys said, your leaders, compliance, it is not enough. It is not enough at all. You should be compliant and, at all times. Yet you are still vulnerable because we are human beings. Always push for a cultural continuous improvement in your environment and not just trying to pass audits. That's like I said before. Your voice can prevent the next breach in whichever company or environment that you find yourself. Whether you are building a risk register or, presenting to a senior executive, just like I'm presenting to you guys. I'm working for you today. So I'm trying to share that with my voice and the confidence that I have built from the lessons that I have picked up from even trying to mentor some of you during some of my sessions as, ADDI representative. And it's how you say it, folks. How you say it can change the trajectory of an entire organization. But today isn't just the end of your GRC internship, right? It is just the beginning of your leadership in the journey of cybersecurity. And I want you to go take charge, right? Because you're entering a space where there's desperately the need for people with your skills, integrity, courage. Resiliency is also big, and based on what that you've already achieved, man, I have no doubt that you guys are going to crash it. So congratulations, graduates, for this cohort. And I thank you very much for choosing me, to come and present and go be the defenders of the digital world. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Captain Ajay. And thank you very much for your service to the United States Army. We appreciate your message. The next guest speaker is Franco C. We all love him at ADDI. Let's not turn this into a press conference, everyone. Let's just hear what the wise man has to say. Frank, are you available?
Yes, Michael, thank you. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you all can hear me.
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, so my name is Frank Osei. I'm a program manager for PCI DSS compliance at Global Partners, and also a PCI consultant at Amtrak. I was honored when Dr. Edu asked me to come and speak to the graduating class of March 2025. Today is a moment of celebration, a combination of months spent in building skills, wrestling with frameworks, and sleepless nights. I think part of there's been time that I met some of you at 1 a.m. to go over some stuff. So I was first time witness to that. And I was once an arithmetic student, just like all of you, some years back, and all the sacrifices made over the years paid off. I'm now enjoying the flexibility and benefits in the field. And the journey does not end here. It is now time to enter the job market. And let's be honest, the job market can feel intimidating. Many of you are, I believe, are asking questions. How do I start? of how do I stand out? What to do if I don't have experience yet? Where do I even begin? Let me tell you, you have something that no job posting will. You already have value. You have been trained in a field where curiosity, critical thinking, and persistence matter as much as the job title. So, based on experience over the years, being a student of arithmetic, I went through the entry level course. I did PCI specialist course, the internship, and all that, and I ended up doing the expert course as well. And even on the job right now, I'm still enrolled with arithmetic in the PCI. I mean the AI governance course, right? So, I mean, I've been through a lot before I landed my first job, but my experience, of course, I've shared with most of you over the years. I mean, over the months, past few months. And when Dr. Edu reached out to me to come talk to you, I felt the need to like speak to you all about how to navigate the job market. And I have a few insights to share if you're ready. So here's how to navigate the job market. Let me give you just 5 key insights that will help you thrive in the cybersecurity workforce. First of all, start small, think big. You may not land your first, or you may not land your dream job on the first day or day one, I should say. And that's okay. Many of us started with help desk roles, junior analyst positions, or internships. What matters most is your first job is a launch. Consider your first job as a launch pad, not a limitation. Every log review, every alert you investigate, every compliance task you complete, all adds up to your story. The second one will be certifications. Um, Certifications complement, they do not replace. Often at times, most people make a mistake of depending on certifications. Your degree or certification is a major asset, right? Don't consider certifications as tools or tickets. I mean, as tickets, they are tools. Your passion and your people skills will open more doors for you than any acronyms, after your name. So, use certifications as tools. Don't let it replace you as a person. Or soft skills play a major role in the field. And the third thing I'll leave with you is document all your work. Capture everything you've done, the projects, the labs, build a portfolio for yourself. Hiring managers love evidence over empty buzzwords. Show them, show them you don't just know security, you practice it. And the fourth one will be network like your career depends on it, because it does. Cybersecurity is a small world. Attend conferences. I think most of you attend cyber chats on Fridays and stuff, right? So attend conferences, local meetups, virtual talks. Reach out to professionals in the field. It can be LinkedIn or anywhere. Ask questions or ask for 15 minutes of their time, not to ask for a job, but at least to learn from them. You'll be surprised how many people are willing to help someone who is curious and respectful. And the fifth and the last one is be humble and be ready. You are not expected to know everything, but you're expected to be teachable or trainable and willing to, learn. Employers don't want perfection. They want professionals who can grow, take feedback, and adapt quickly. So your cybersecurity journey starts now. Every breach you prevent, every system you harden, every risk you mitigate, make someone's world safer. And in a time where data is more valuable than gold, you are stepping into one of the most important roles of our era. And last thing, let me leave you with this. The last thing I'll say is don't wait for permissions to start making an impact. Be bold, be bold, stay curious, protect what matters, and never forget you belong here. Congratulations to the graduation class of March 2025, and the world is awaiting your brilliance. So now go secure it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Frank. Always good to hear from you. Now, message from the March 25 cohort. So here, if any of the teammates, any of the cohort would like to share their thoughts, their experiences, what they liked about their teammates. Hopefully we'll leave out what we didn't like about our teammate. No, I'm teasing. But please share. And if you would like to speak, I would invite you to raise your hand. That way people don't talk over each other. If we would like, we could also go back to the slides, the intern slides. So if you would like to speak, just raise your hand and just mention if you would like your slide to be shared. That way you can actually present yourself however you would like. So do we have anybody that would like to speak about their experiences or thoughts? Econom. Yeah, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ekene Mofoku, and I worked under ADDI. And honestly, about a few months ago, I actually had no prior knowledge to cybersecurity because I had recently just graduated looking for a job, and I had spoken to a friend, and he referred me to a rep miss. And when I joined the rep miss about a few months ago, I took the entry-level course before I started off with the internship program. And honestly, I feel like this was one of the best decisions I ever made. This program actually gave me good chances to get to know more knowledge about cybersecurity, and it helped develop a certain aspect of me that, like, a technical aspect of me as regards to cybersecurity that I didn't know I had, because there were some challenging tasks that we had to work together, there were some challenging things that we had to do, and not just in cybersecurity, in other aspects like learning more things about PowerPoint, how to make better PowerPoints, how to work with different people's schedules. So like those were the things I learned a lot. And I want to, a big shout out to my cohorts, my interns that worked with, like this experience wouldn't have been possible without them. They really helped a lot, especially like in my group, like, we had Michael, we had Lama, we had George, we had Ernest, we had Larry, Cyril, a lot of them. And, I feel like it's teamwork is so important, especially in a space like this, because you have different people who bring different views on how they see things. And I believe like everything is all possible if we can all work together. So, I mean, hopefully I'm able to get a job, and I look forward to seeing my other team members, get a job and how we actually grow in this cybersecurity space. Thank you.
Listen, thank you very much, Ekene. Lama, would you like to go ahead?
Yes, thank you. So I want to share a bit about my experience. I joined the GRC internship to expand my existing knowledge. And I was hesitant at first because the Erasmus Academy wasn't the only one offering GRC training. So I wasn't sure whether I should go on or not. And then I had a couple of calls with Dr. Adu, two different timings, maybe 2 months apart. And I saw that he had such great expertise, and he didn't only talk about the GRC internship and the whole course, but he also gave me some career tips and real life examples, and then I was sold. And I would say I enjoyed the whole course. As we were going through it as a group during the different weeks, I got to observe the different stages of team interactions, the ones you must have studied, the team forming, norming, storming, adjourning, and all of that. And I saw how we grew as a family, and in the end, I would definitely recommend this course or this internship to anybody who wants to learn more about GRC because I learned more in 3 months than I had previously when I worked in GRC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lama. And I share your thoughts on many of those points. Asana, please. And then James, we'll go to you next.
Thank you, Mike. Good morning to Dr. Du and everyone. Today, I stand before you with immense gratitude and admiration for the incredible people I have the privilege of working with. I want to thank Dr. Emmanuel Adu for this initiative and goodwill to build a cybersecurity defense individual to fight against cybercrime. I will liken this 3 months internship to the CIA triad, where family life, work, and this program all calls for equal attention. I wouldn't have succeeded without the contribution of my team. I want to take a moment to sincerely appreciate and acknowledge the dedication, passion, and hard work that each one of you bring to the table. What we have built together is more than just a group of individuals. It is an effective team, a team that not only meets goals, but exceeds them, a team that communicates openly, support one another, and constantly deliver results. Our strength lies in our unity, and our ability to collaborate seamlessly is something truly special. None of our achievement would have been possible without the sacrifice you have all made. Whether it is staying late to meet deadlines, stepping up when challenges arises, or putting the team needs above our own, these sacrifices have not gone unnoticed. They are testament to our commitment and integrity. Let's continue to grow and push boundaries and succeed as one team. Thank you.
Thank you, Asana. James, if you would like to go ahead, please do.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Good morning, everyone. My name is James Adeyemi, and I'm the team lead for Team B in Diaspora Care. Really, just few things to say regarding my experience with this particular internship. I've had training on cybersecurity elsewhere, but I've not had the experience like I had it at Erasmus. Really, I have not just even the internship alone, but I have people I can call my family. Really, it's just life transforming, destiny changing, and this internship has really been a transformative and career defining experience on its own. So I've met people that have now become family that you can joke with, you can speak your mind with, you can pour yourself out, and you don't have that criticism, but you just have that room to grow. During those projects that we had all through the 10 weeks, we've had everything like from heated argument to having to calm things down to okay, everybody just go your way, we'll come back later, but we still get the presentation and everything done. You just be surprised like how do we get this to really work? Really, it's just an amazing experience on its own. So beyond the technical side, I've learned to sharpen even my skills, talk about Excel, talk about PowerPoint, and some other ones even dealing with people, having to just ensure that everyone is carried along, and like when I'm not available, people are just there to get things done. So the weekly meetings that we had, though the pressure was just too much, like really, it was just too much. But it was worth it. It has helped me to grow professionally, to grow as individual, to have people that I can just put a call through who are also experts in the field as well. So this internship has not only shaped my practical skills, but has solidified my passion for protecting the environment and also understanding dealing more with humans. Really, pursuing a career in cybersecurity has been heightened by Smith. And thank you, Dr. Edu. Thank you to my team members from George to Frances. We do call our mama. Call our mama. As we see from the picture, you know that this is really our mama indeed. To Charlotte, who seriously always very active and just keeping the team going. We call her our lawyer. She loves defending everyone when she even knows that things are not really the way it's meant to be, but she will still defend you. I just like, wow, the lady, she's just exceptional. So from there we have Lex, we have Susan. She's the hot chick for the group. And then we have myself, who just be like, I throw in the disturbance, but then we still get things done. Then we have Stanley. Stanley is the cool guy. Even in one of our presentations, you see him talking slowly, keeping everybody along. And then he has a very, very, very interesting personality, and it's been awesome knowing Stanley. Then we have Matthew. Matthew is the most active in the group. When everybody seems to be down, he will just come out of nowhere and just, oh yeah, yeah, let's get this done. He has, when Matthew starts saying, actually, you had better be serious. So you will know that he's set to get this done. Really is a wonderful personality. To Frank, we do call Frank, like anytime he joins, just say Frank is driving. We just laugh because it's most time really on the road, but he's still always getting things done with us, having wonderful family. We have Dotun, the quiet guy among us, but when he talks, he brings out the value. I just wonder where is this coming from, and he definitely points us to like, oh, let's just look at this from a different direction. And really, it's been awesome having these wonderful and amazing personalities. And you're gonna see even from having to present our stuff on Saturdays. ADD, I would just be wondering, like, these guys are always coming with challenging stuff and the like, but it's been from the group itself. The environment is always heated, but we always get things done. We regard ourselves as family, we regard ourselves as amazing people. We appreciate ourselves, and really thank you to Eric Smith for this particular opportunity. I'm so grateful, even meeting people at ADD High. During those times, we had the arguments. We were still able to like come together, and then we were still able to like appreciate ourselves. And to the end of the whole internship, really, thank you guys, thank you everyone, and I'm looking forward to your growth.
Great message, James. And I share your thoughts on so many points there, as well as, some of the others who have spoken. Olukemi, please take the floor.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Edu. Where do I really start? Like I wrote in my write-up, this has been the only challenging thing, not even nursing school, that I've done since college. Our time at Erasmus was insightful, it was educative, it was intriguing, it was challenging, because most of these things that I'm coming back to were learned some years back. When we all came to the United States, they'll tell you the only profession that you can easily get a job and earn as much as you want is the healthcare. But back home in Africa, I was an audit person, and I just found out that I wasn't balancing things. I have 3 grown-up daughters, 2 graduates, 1 master's degree older out of my children, and the last one is going into college now. I wasn't balancing things. Home front, my life, I was stressed and all that. So somebody said, why don't you try cybersecurity, since you have a bit of knowledge of auditing and internal controls. I tried some schools. I've been everywhere. I've tried it. I'll do it to a certain extent. because of the pressure of work, I would drop out and all that. But fortunately for me, I came across Dr. Edu and I spoke with him and he encouraged me. He encouraged me to go ahead and do the internship program, the hands-on thing, so that I will know where I am. Because with all the trainings I had before, I wasn't sure I could stand any interview. I didn't even apply. But he said I should go ahead with this, which I did. Oh my God. That's the fact that most of the time I'm at work, I would try to attend classes, attend our meetings, even if it's 4 times in a week, I will attend all the 4 because I did not want to miss any information or anything I'd never heard of. That was me. Then I came to the ADDI team. Those guys are rugged men and women. They're always there. Mike is always there. Ernest is always there. George is always there. Asana. You see, these guys will be driving, they'll park somewhere. Cyril will be there, except maybe he has an urgent thing. Then Mr. Lee will creep in there. He's always there. I was like, these are men. So why won't I be there? So most of the time I try, even at times my network would not go through, but they can bear me witness because of the gadgets in the hospital and all that. My network will be flying up and down. I'll be running up and down, just trying to be in contact with everybody. I've learned so much that I'm looking at myself that, is this you? I learned so much during this 10-week period. Things I'd never known before. But I want to say a big thank you to 2 people or 3. Ernest, like I always said, you're going to go places because you're a great leader. I was always fighting him. We were always clashing. But it was very subtle with me, very encouraging. He would not fight me back. He would just say, oh, look at me. Okay, we are ahead. Okay, you will do this, you will do that. Another person I want to be so grateful to is Michael. Michael was able to sync Team A and Team B together seamlessly. Team A and Team B seamlessly. And it was always there. Always there to listen. Always there to say, oh, acknowledge that. Let's look at what Olukemi has said. Can we go this route? Because at times we go back and forth. Let's read that question again. I will insist. Let's read that question again. Is that what Dr. Edu wants? He was patient. Then Lama kicked me off my ass. I was always quiet initially. I wouldn't say anything because I was at work and I had that same excuse. But the day she called me out, that I'd never done any presentation, I felt offended at first. But later I was like, am I not part of this team? And she kicks me off my ass. George, encouraging, Cyril, full of knowledge, Larry, Ekenen, those guys are wonderful. Even Constantina, because of the nature of her job, she wasn't always there, but when she's there, we always had a very, 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 very good outing. Dr. Edu, I want to say a big thank you to you for this lofty idea, this internship thing, raising giants, because you're raising giants. I don't think any curriculum elsewhere has all that we have learned in this very short period. All we have worked on, all the tips you have given us, all the trainings you've given us. I know we're going to go out there and succeed and excel. And I want to say to my team, please don't leave Olukemi. Always ask after me. Don't let me drop out. Please don't leave Olukemi, because I will always keep calling you guys if I need help. But thank you, Dr. Edu, for putting me in that ADDI team. Oh my God. Guys really made me work. And I'm so grateful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Olukemi. That was very kind of you. And I promise I will always make myself available should you need to talk to someone or need any assistance in any way. Charlotte, please take the floor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Charlotte Schiffer, and I'm the group leader for Team A on Diaspora Care. I started out being a team member at Diaspora Care, and somehow, somewhere, I ended up being a team lead. I always like to be in the back and just be the listener and follow along. How I got to be a team leader, I'm not sure yet. But enrolling in this course and not having any IT background at all was so overwhelming at first. I really did not know what to expect. I'm so grateful for Dr. Edu. He always made the lectures so fun using real life experience during his lectures, which each time he did that, I'm a visual learner, so I'll try to play things in my head and somehow I understand how you held my hands through this course. I cannot imagine being in a different group other than Diaspora Care. There were so much fights, and I was always at work during our heated debates. They were always trying to create flashy PowerPoints, and one time someone said, it seems we doing like a wedding invitation because the colors were just too much. They were always so patient with me, always answering my questions, even though they were stupid at times, but they were always there. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone, Team ADDI. You all call us out when we were doing things wrong. It was such a fun experience and I really appreciate it. But as we graduate and head out into the world as GRC professionals, let's not forget what Dr. Edu always says. He always says, always go back to the basics. And this has been stuck in my head because each time I'm at work trying to like make a decision of what to do, I'm always thinking, oh, Dr. Edu, go back to the basics, go back to the basics. And that has been so life-changing. I want to thank you all. I'm very thankful I enrolled in this Eridmus course. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Cyril, let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you, Michael. Yeah, so I just want to say, like, I think most people, almost everyone has said all I want to say, pretty much. It was a great experience. Me personally, I've had some IT background in the past, not in cybersecurity though, maybe in tech support, and all the way back to AOL, all the way back to, if you guys know, Yahoo DSL and stuff like that. So I've been in and out of the IT field, and I wanted to try and get some knowledge, cybersecurity knowledge. I tried to do it on my own until I came across Dr. Odo on YouTube. So I really listened to a lot of these videos, a lot of stuff before I actually got in touch with him. And when I got in touch with him, he told me to try the program, which I'm glad I did. And like everyone I said, I do thank Dr. Odo. He's very knowledgeable, And there's one thing he always says is like, you can read all you want. If you've never tried it, you've never tried it. And it's so true. I tried to do it on my own and I couldn't. I tried other courses and it's not the same. So I really appreciate the program. Also, I want to thank all my cohorts for on here. Michael, you're one of them. Like look at me said, you binded the team together. You're always there. NS2, you're one of them as well. Group leader, he was always there. We literally had meetings, a lot of meetings to 1 a.m., 12 a.m., arguing, trying to figure out how to go forward in the project and completing our task. It was really hard. And like Dr. Odu said, soft skills really matters. Like you can have the technicality in the world, but if you don't know how to work with people, you're going to have a problem working in this industry. And we really saw that firsthand. You can't get that experience anywhere else. So I thank everyone that worked with us. Even Frank, our mentor, was also there at night sometimes with us, 12 a.m., 1 a.m. He would listen to us argue. Sometimes he would come online and we'd be arguing and he would just be quiet until we're like, oh, Frank is here. Then we go about the meeting. So I want to thank you as well. Thank everybody that's contributed. Thank the whole team. Thank this whole program was a great experience. And I wish we'll move forward. I think like what Olukemi said, we're creating giants, and I believe in that. I think we'll all move forward and we'll keep in touch. Thank you, Dr. Odu, for putting this together. It was really a great experience. Thank you all.
Thanks a lot, Cyril. And yes, I think some of our mentors, we should probably tally up some money to buy them some coffee or a few coffees, especially Frank. Nee, please.
Thank you, Michael. Good morning, everyone. I'll be very brief because I share similar experience with all my fellow cohorts that I've spoken before, so there's no need to repeat most of those things. I just want to say, how did I get to know Arrhythmics? I think it was on Facebook. I'm not too sure now. I saw maybe it was an advert on Facebook, and I reached out to Dr. Du. Before then, last year, I actually went to a boot camp. So, however, I wasn't confident of myself because I know that I don't have this practical knowledge, hands-on experience, And when I saw the opportunity, when I saw Arrhythmics Academy on Facebook and it said it's about hands-on experience, I reached out to him, and he told me, it didn't take me 10 minutes to decide. When I spoke with him, I just decided I registered. And honestly, it has been a wonderful experience. The hands-on, the practicals that we are doing gave me a lot of confidence. Before now, I was scared of even applying because I assessed myself and I would see that I not really pass an interview. But now I have that confidence in me, and I learned a lot in the past 3 months. Wonderful team members. Everybody has been wonderful. I learned a lot. So, and again, I've recommended the program to have 3 people that will be joining next cohort. They are already prepared to join because the way I even speak with them about what I've learned, they have that confidence that, yes, this is what the why. So thank you, Dr. Edu, for this initiative. You are developing people, and I pray that you continue to excel in all you do, and God bless every one of us. I believe that very soon we'll be sharing testimonies about jobs. I believe so because, if we can get jobs, we will get the jobs. So because the experience is there now. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Nee. Ernest, hello, sir. Take the floor.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Michael. And I don't even know how to start this. I don't even know how to start this. But as I was saying, the last joining this academy, it's not just about taking a course of something, but I feel like it's about joining a community. I feel like we are family now. And Dr. Du has done a great job because I had zero knowledge when it comes to cybersecurity. But the impact, the knowledge, the mentorship and everything from him is amazing. And sometimes I just sit down and then ask myself, so am I really the group leader for this team? Because leading such a dedicated and talented team has been an incredible, privilege for me because the knowledge from Michael, Lama, George, and everyone, Like you guys did a great job. So sometimes I just ask myself, oh wow, so I'm the group leader for this group because the knowledge from these guys is too much, and I'm the leader. So it tells me like, wow, so indeed we are a family. And I've gained a lot of knowledge from you guys. Sometimes, Lama goes through the Excel with us, and there's a lot of things I didn't know about Excel, but she she dedicated herself to teach us certain things from Excel. So I've gained a lot of stuff from her, and then Michael and everyone. You guys did a great job. And I'll say that if you are here and you're watching us and you haven't enrolled in any of the course, please do that, because this is the best place for you to gain all the knowledge that you need when it comes to cybersecurity. First, I was doubting that, but because there are a lot of programs, a lot of people are doing cybersecurity on the internet, and sometimes I feel like people just want money just to 2 months. They'll just say, oh, 45 days, get a job, and so on. So I thought maybe it's those kind of jokes going on. But after talking to Dr. Du and the information that he gave me, I was like, oh, wow, I think this is the best place for me to be. So if you are here and you haven't enrolled, please do that, because this is the best place for you to get the knowledge and everything. And trust me, it's going to pay off, and you'll never regret joining the community. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. And like I said the last time, I wish I had a company or my family has a company. Like I would just employ everyone. Like ADDI, you guys are amazing because the knowledge you guys have is amazing. I just employ everyone. So I wish everyone the best, and I hope one day we will still meet and talk about what we have from this academy. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. George.
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, my name is George Kodua. I'm the group leader for ADDI Team A, and I'm glad we are all here for this occasion. Everyone has said almost everything that should be said, but on my own personally, I'm one of the guys that started from probably the wrong way. I'm a business student major, so I told myself, oh, matter of fact, that is what everybody told me. Get the certificates. So for every certificate that I want to work for, I just bought the certificate. And believe me, I have all the books for all the courses that I needed to enter the cybersecurity area. I have the official book that was recommended by that body. And yeah, I did learn them. I got some of them. But then I talked to Dr. Edu because I went to 1 or 2 interviews, and frankly, I had a certificate, but I bombed them. And I talked to Dr. Edu. He said, oh, yeah, you are smart, but that is not how to go about it. So come to Arithmis. And I was coming for job coaching. Matter of fact, I didn't want to because I thought I had learned enough from the certification books that I did. And he said, no, just join the class. And yeah, believe me, it has been a worthy experience because some of the questions that I saw on the test that I was struggling with, he will present a documentation like SOC 2, next days, and the answers to the questions were right there. And I'm like, oh, excuse my language, I should have come here first because I could have had the answers instead of dumping my head into the professor's books and stuff like that. So when I spoke to Dr. Edu, he said, yeah, join the class. And truly, the class, I think unbeknownst to most of my mates, I was verifying and actually attesting to the questions that were on the certification, questions that I was struggling with. SOC 2 was there, this was there, that was there. I'm like, oh, okay, this information is actually true. So it's been a nice thing having come here to know all these guys. And I would say thank you to Dr. Edu and the arithmetics guy and all my classmates. But I know we don't need certifications to go with it, but I want to assure you from my experience that most of the things that we did for this program pairs exactly with some of the certifications that if you try to get them, you should have enough information to go through them. That is how I saw it. So even though we most of the time don't need the certifications, I want to assure you, based on my experience as a certification junkie, that you have enough material to try some of these certifications. So let's go ahead, and hopefully one day we will meet at the head of department or something and discuss other things. Thank you very much, Dr. Du, and all my co-mates.
Thank you so much, George. If there's no one else waiting, I would like to share some thoughts. And Dr. Adu, I hope we are okay on time. Uh, Larry, go ahead. Please. Larry, can you hear us?
Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, hello. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, my fellow cohorts. Good morning, Dr. Edu. First, I want to thank Almighty for His grace to be able to finish up with this internship. What actually prompted me to join Arithmetic Academy was the fact that, most time when I'm at work, sometimes I'll be watching some videos of Dr. Edu on YouTube, and, so like, what attracted me to Dr. Edu was the fact that like he put all this video out there really, without asking for money. And when I watch this video, they are so insightful because I've had the opportunity of attending, a cybersecurity, academy as well before. But what I actually lacked was, the hands-on experience. So when I reached out to him, he encouraged me and all that. So I was convinced to join. And when I joined, when class started, like I didn't have any regrets because the internship really boosted my confidence level, and meeting with my fellow court like Michael, Cyril Lama, and the rest, Thomas, George, you guys are so amazing. Though most time, at my work, when I join you guys, I don't really have much time, but the time that I spent, attending the internship really worth it for me, and I believe I'm more confident to apply and be taking interview now because I think I have more confidence, to take up interview now. And thank you, Dr. Edu, for all you've been doing for every one of us. Thank you. For everybody out there that on the other team, ADDI. Sorry, what I want to say. Thank you to everybody. I'm trying to remember the other partner, no ADDI. Remind me, Michael.
Diaspora.
Yeah, Diaspora Care. Thank you,
Thank
Diaspora
you,
Care. You guys
Stanley.
are really, most of the time that we meet, on Saturdays, it's always very interesting to listen to you guys. What you guys put out is, awesome. And I'm looking forward to partnering with each and every one of you, and I pray that we all get a job, as we start applying. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Larry. Some thoughts from me is to be transparent with all of you. I was absolutely terrified of going through this process, going through the course. What happens when I get to the end of the course and I don't know what to do? The only reason I actually ended up joining the internship is because of Dr. Adu and Frank. I had conversations with them, and I think Frank gave me his personal time twice for I don't know how much time. And if it wasn't for those conversations, I don't know if I would have had the courage to go through this. And after going through it, I mean, guys, don't sell yourself short. If you're terrified, fine. If you're worried about failing, fail moving forward. It was absolutely terrifying to go through this, and especially when I was appointed assistant group leader, it's like, okay, now the spotlight's on me. Now I can't hide. And I really hope, and not just hope, but I'm happy to hear from many of my teammates that they appreciated everyone's efforts, including mine. And those late night meetings, I mean, they're not fun. It's not fun being on a call on a Wednesday night for 4 hours and then Thursday for 3 or 4 hours and then meeting before the classroom meeting on Saturday. It's not always the best thing, but it's, you know, somehow, some way we would make what seemed like a car crash turn into a beautiful race on Saturday with Team Diaspicare. Everyone would come to the plate ready to go. And I absolutely adore and love my teammates for that. I am honored that I got to be with all of you. Everyone brought something to the table. I loved the support system Eurythmus gave us, not just Dr. Adu. I mean, no one can say enough about him, but our point of contact for ADDI, which was Frank, and two of our mentors, Gabriel and Felix, making themselves available. I mean, Gabriel is, you know, he's a cybersecurity specialist. I think he's more of an attorney. Just listening to him talk. And Frank, I learned a lot, not just from what you said, but from what you didn't say, how to conduct a meeting, how to remain cool. As both teams have expressed, sometimes the meetings got pretty rough. Things could be heavy, things could be intense. We wanted to make sure we hit all of our talking points for Saturday. And then, you know, it's Wednesday night, we're 2 hours in. It's like, do we know what we're doing yet? And it's like, I don't know, I hope. And, you know, let's go back to the classroom. Let's look at this, let's look at that. And just to reiterate, I mean, I was terrified of moving forward. I don't know about some of you. I have a very big fear of not being good enough, a very big fear of trying something and failing at it. To me, it's almost like death. Like Dr. Adu, my father was a captain in the Air Force. He was a pilot, and by the time I was born, he was a lawyer. And here I am at 41, starting a new career. And you know, it's just I saw that man not struggle at almost anything. He could just read something and know how to do it. And I'm over here like, okay, how many times do I need to go through this before it sinks in? And so with that, I would also like to share something else. And it's another reason why I was terrified to go through this. And that is I went through PCI DSS training at another academy. And I got a 95 on the final exam, and I have no clue how I got it. And that scared me even more. And I was talking to someone who was part of my cohort. And I recently asked him what his thoughts were. He's gone on and he went through other courses as well. And this is what he had to say. My thoughts, I regret going to the other institution and I should have gone to Eurythmus Academy instead, a real school with a real teacher. And I was very happy and very proud to say I'm part of a cohort currently as we speak. I'm graduating on this day. And so I cannot thank my teammates enough. Those late night meetings were not fun. Everyone who could be there was there. No one just said, you know what? Good luck, fill me in later. Everyone, Olukemi, George, Cyril, I think I even heard you at a coffee shop multiple times. All of us or many of us are on different times. I'm in Colorado, Econom's in Texas. He's an hour ahead of me and an hour behind the majority of our team who's on the East. And, you know, it was cool to hear. I think Stanley, I believe you're in the UK. It's just really cool how somehow, some way we made this work. And so that's really all I wanted to say. Just again, I would have been here without Frank and without Dr. Adu. I'm not going to cut short the mentors. They helped us out a lot, especially with like, okay, so we have this, what do we do with this? You know, I was very good at conceptualizing what needed to happen. Taking the physical actions and going through the documents or whatnot, it was not a talent of mine, in my opinion. So thank you all very much. Thank you very much, Team ADDI. Thank you, Team Diaspicare, for keeping us on our toes. We knew we were contending with a very tough and skilled team. So that's what I have to say about that. Thank you very much. And we'll move on from there.
All right, Michael. So I think it's my turn now. I'll chime in and then we will just do the thank yous and then we wrap up. So I appreciate everybody's hard work that they put into this. Now, mostly what I tell people is when we start this program, there is some aspect of it that we don't really elaborate too much on, and that is the fights, the late nights, and bumping heads, and so when people get overly frustrated and somebody will call, hey, Dr. Edu, I want to switch groups because Michael, I can't really deal with him. Now the question is, if you get him paid 150 and Michael was your boss, will you just leave the job because Michael is hard to deal with? They're like, yeah, I get it. I get it now. Yes, the goal is to the soft skills part of security that you're not going to learn anywhere. This is where you learn it, right? And you are learning it together with the technical side of the doing, right? Because if we just told you, hey, come through, you are just going to, have late nights, you're going to bump heads, you're going to fight a lot, and people will just run away, right? But if we suck you in with the technical, yeah, it's sexy, you're going to learn how to use next cybersecurity framework and that, and then now you are there also. On top of that, we stack on top of that, slowly, nobody even sees that. So that will creep up on you. Now, but that is the most important part of what you are going to be doing, because for the technical side, yes, we can, train you, teach you how to be proficient in the technical side of things. But really, if you don't come to grips with dealing with people in this space, you are not going to succeed, right? That is why for most interviews that you're going to go to, there are 3 interviews. One will be technical, one will be purely soft skills. So that is, they're trying to see if you're a good cultural fit for the organization. I mean, I'm there to do cybersecurity stuff, so who cares if I'm proficient? That should be enough, right? No, but that is not enough because you're always going to be working in a team. And they want people who are proficient and are also proficient when it comes to dealing and working with people. Right. That is why when most people say, but I don't have any working experience coming into cybersecurity, but you've been working all your adult life and you've been working with people. Right. And in cybersecurity, we are working with people. So what are you talking about? It's not just the technical know-how. I mean, you can go to medical school, become a medical doctor, be the best in your medical, in the medical school. But if you can't talk to people well, you are not respectful. You are, very harsh. No hospital will employ you. Yes, though, your credentials will bring you in, but as fast as your credentials brought you in, you're going to go out of the door that quick. When all patients start complaining that this doctor is rude, he was mean to me, you're going to go out really quick. So with all that knowledge and smartness, you're going to be staying home as an unemployed medical doctor, right? Or whichever field that you're going to find yourself in. So, and it's always nice to see how, at the end of it all, everybody sees the bigger picture and they're like, oh, okay. So all these fights that we started initially with Michael, okay, now Michael is my best buddy, right? And Michael is my family for life now, right? So what we are building is you are here to, build your cybersecurity family. This is your cybersecurity tribe. And like Michael, and I think a couple of you also spoke about, how you are going to run into each other, in different roles. It is very true, right? Now, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you're gonna run into Michael, probably see him somewhere, CISO for what? Yeah, I know Michael. Yeah, Mike. Just reach out to him. Hey, Mike, what's going on? He's gonna hook you up, probably with a contract or something that your company is also doing. So you are going to find yourself like that, right? Just like how we joined the military, you are all going to join. I joined as enlisted, so you are running through with your privates and E4, E whatever. Now rising up the ranks 6 years, 10 years down the line, you're going to see somebody you started off with as a first sergeant, as a sergeant major, right. You start off on the officer side, same thing. You start off as second lieutenant, you are running through 10 years down the line, you're going to see somebody as a, major running something, and people who were fast tracking, you see some as like colonels, right? So we are gradually going to be at the top eventually in the next years to come. But now you are building a family. So mostly, once we get to that level, it's going to be us engaging in different roles, right? So the family that you've built here, you shouldn't take it lightly, and you shouldn't just let it, go away or fade. Right now, you don't have presentations to do on Saturdays, so there is nothing really pressing you. But still, keep the groups together. Meet at least once a week. And also now you are in the space of the job, search and the job placement space. Some people, just like how when you started a group, some people were hiding behind others, don't want to present. And like I think I forgot who mentioned it. Lama was calling about, hey, you have to present. In the same way, now when it comes to the application process, some people don't apply. So, but if you are doing the weekly meetings, Mike will be like, yeah, I did 5 applications. I have an interview coming up. What about you, John? And John is like, well, I was busy yeah, we are all busy. Right now, John is showing up to the next meeting and he's like, let me just get Michael off my back. Let me apply to some of these jobs. That way I also have something to say. Right. So we kind of have to get that peer pressure going on. That way we all succeed together. Right. There was a story, I think our last in graduation, Teresa was talking about how he used to call Felix, right? Unknowingly to her, her calls to Felix and checking up on him kind of put a pressure on him because Felix was not even applying to jobs. Now Teresa will call, I did this interview, I did this. What are you doing, Felix? So Teresa got a job first. Now eventually when Felix got a job and he came back here, Teresa, I have a confession. It was you who really forced me to, because I wasn't even applying. Right. But all those calls, when you call me, I can't even pick my phone. So I was like, let me just apply to these jobs and have my peace of mind. So let's keep each other accountable. And that how we are going to do that is to make sure we are meeting even beyond the program. Right. Now, also, I think Charlotte mentioned fundamentals and the basics. Now you are done, but you're not done. Always go back to the books. Always go back to the books. Right. The projects that we did, go back to it. Right. You can revisit it as a group. You can revisit it as an individual. This was a group sports, but it's also an individual sport because you are going to be doing this individually in your companies. Right. So, and the last 2 things that I want to talk about before we wrap up: confidence, imposter syndrome. There is a first time to everything. Right. So, now to make you feel better, there was a student or there was an intern who was did resume, everything just like how you are doing. She went to 2, 3 interviews, couldn't make it. Now, every time, we prep, she got better and better and better. Now, when she went to her final interview that she got the job for, once she was done, the manager she was going to work for actually called her to the side and asked her, hey, now you got a job. Tell me the truth. Are you sure you only have 4 years of working experience? You didn't just reduce your years of experience just to get this job, because there was no way she could believe from the interview, from the hands-on demonstration that she could speak to and the projects that she has done. There was no way she had the 4 years of experience total, including her soft skills and technical skills that she was supposedly portraying to have. She thought the manager actually thought she had about 8 or 10 years of experience, but she just bumped it down just to get that role. But in actual fact, that was and I can even mention her name. Like, that was Benes's first role as a security professional. But they couldn't believe this was because of all the knowledge and skills she was bringing to the table, right? So, and when she got onto the job, also, did she struggle? Is she having issues? No, she went in there, and now in the first month they were calling her the queen of policies. She revised all the company's policies. Her policies were the best. And she will call me, hey, Dr. Edu, you don't know, I'm the queen here. How these people are treating me like I'm a celebrity because of the policies I'm making for them. Like, oh, wow, keep up the good work. So, imposter syndrome, yes, you feel it. But really, what you've gone through within the short time of, doing these projects, that should, really, if there should be anybody feeling the imposter syndrome, is probably people on the job who just took some certifications and were lucky to get that role, not you. Right? Because you are going to go there and you will find out pretty quickly that you know way too much than a lot of people who've been there for 10 years, 5 years, right? So imposter syndrome, that should be out of the window. You know way too much to second guess yourself and to think you are not good enough. Everybody on here can, I think, like, was it, I don't remember who said it, but if they had the opportunity, they will employ everybody. Same thing. Yeah, let's pray Arithmetic. We get our 50, even if we get like our 10 million, 20 million contract, everybody is going to come on, right? Everybody and everybody. So because there is that how you've grown over this period up to this point, the knowledge and skill that you have, there is no role on the GRC side, on the blue side of security that you cannot hold, right? Unless you just don't want to do it, right? So just like how there's a first time of being a parent, there's a first time of you turning 18 or 19 going to college by yourself, there's a first time of, right? So when you went to college, when you were 18 or 19 or 17, if you went a bit earlier, were you looking around and you are thinking, I don't belong here? I mean, I don't, no, who really belongs there? Come to think of it, right? You are a first-time parent, imposter syndrome. So can I take care of this baby? You will do it. There's a first time to everything. You will do it, but what you need is the right knowledge and skill. Prepare yourself, and you have that now. Yes, you more than have that. So imposter syndrome should be out. Have confidence in yourself and what you know and what you can do. Right. And like Captain AJ said. And then, like I said, first time to everything, but preparation, knowledge, and skill will set you apart from everybody else. And that is what you've done over this time. So I encourage everyone to stay focused. Now, the goal wasn't just to come and do this and say it was good, but to eventually land the cybersecurity role. Let's not forget because we are at the top of the mountain now. We forgot that the other mountain is where we had like our main goal is to get to, right? So we did a lot of work. We are on the top now. Let's not forget the final goal of getting a job, and getting a job, doing the interviews. That even if you don't want the job, for Dr. Edu's sake, do the interviews for fun. Just go in there, just say your peace of mind and go your way. Just apply, do the interviews for fun. You not with nothing at stake. Yes, you don't want the job, you don't want to leave your present job, just do the interviews for fun. And you soon realize, playing around with the interview, people are coming with you with, hey, Michael, would you take 150 to 220? What is your pick? And now you are there like, oh, such a hard decision to make, right? But it is not going to come to you if you don't, put yourself out there. So a company is dying to have you. So you have to, push to find your soulmate. The company so now you are all looking for a soulmate. That's going to be the company dying to have you, and then you also dying to have them. But we have to apply, and we are here to help and guide you. And like Michael rightly said, all the mentors, everybody who's gone through the program, we are a community, we are a tribe, we help each other, right? And we mean this genuinely from the bottom of our hearts. This is not just a program you just paid, you are done, bye-bye. Nobody, no. It goes way beyond that, because for me personally, we are building an army of cybersecurity professionals, right? An army of cybersecurity professionals. And we always want to build you to the point where if we have to, we have contracts that we need people within, we are confident to pick Michael, right? We are confident to pick anybody else because we know what you can do and we know what you've done, right? So please don't let us lose focus. Let's apply. And the sky is going to be our starting point. So with that, I'll hand it over to Michael. We'll do some vote of thanks, and then we will be about done for his graduation. Congratulations to everybody. Well deserved. A lot of hard work went into this. I can't congratulate you enough. Right. Over to you, Michael.
Thank you, Dr. Adu. As you said, we're not quite done yet. We're done with the internship, but we still have jobs to apply for and interviews to conquer. Something I really enjoyed about this graduation is I got to see faces. And so thank you everyone for posting your pictures so I can put a face to the name. I love seeing that. As far as Eurythmus goes and Dr. Adu, Thank you very much, Dr. Edu and Miss Academy for creating this content and this course. I believe all of us feel that this was very instrumental in moving our careers forward. And I very much love the opportunity to participate in it. And I think a lot of the others do. So thank you again, Eurythmus. Thank you again, Dr. Edu.
Thank you, Michael. And I think if there are no questions or there are no comments from the audience, we appreciate everybody for joining us today to celebrate our hardworking interns. And I'll leave it over to Michael to thank everybody else, and then that will be it for this month.
All right, we do have a hand up, Tutu.
Good morning, everyone, or good day, everyone. Tutu, I have been I think my cohort was 2023. So the same way we came through and we did the studies. And yes, there was a lot of chaos and everything. But after the intern, I decided to finish my degree I was doing. And then I was also doing an intern at school. So when I finished in April of last year, I decided to apply for a job in the GRC field. But I was thinking maybe I've lost all the knowledge I had on GRC and everything. So the first job I did was the first and only interview I had was with my state, and they were looking for a cybersecurity professional. So I went into the interview, and there were two managers there, one for the resilient team and the GLC team. So they said based on my qualifications and the internships I've gone through, the GRC manager also wanted to interview me. So I did the resilient interview. It was, well, the government starting, it's based on questions they ask you, but when they ask, I normally just go above and explain, give like a live event or a day-to-day incident that had happened. So I did that, and he said, okay, that's I'm done with his own questions. Then the GLC manager came up. I was like, I didn't even prepare for GLC. I just thought it was a general cybersecurity. So she started asking questions, and I was answering. So she asked one question. I decided to use a cohort project we used. That was the rigs registry project that we did. I decided to use it to just answer that question. And she said, okay, based on that, I've answered all the questions she had to ask me. So she said they'll reach out to me in a few weeks or a few days. So I waited for about 2 weeks. Then they reached out. The GRC manager said, okay, all the candidates they had, I came first in everything. Resilient manager too reached out and said, I came first in everything in their resilient team. So they are giving me the job. It's one team, but I will have to take both roles. And I was like, both roles, how am I going to cope? So when I started with both roles, and everyone in the resilient team and in the GLC team were asking for a transfer to the resilient team because the manager there was so harsh, and just like Dr. Edu said, there was a lot of fights in that team all the time. So almost everyone had gone, just three of us are there. But everything we did with Dr. Edu, and part of my internship I did also has really kept me going, because in my cohort then, we had a lot of fights. Sometimes we will not present anything tangible. And Dr. Edu will say, okay, the other team has won. So we were always at the bottom, not presenting anything. But that fighting and that process made me to just see the managers like, okay, this is one of my team, um, play acting out, so everything will be good. So that gave me that confidence to stay up to now. I'm still in the both team, and the managers were like the other day I just tried to say, okay, I will tell this woman, okay, I too am leaving, I'm going completely to the resilient team. I said, no, Tutu, you can't go, because we really, really need you in this team. If you go, then I don't think we'll have any other person that will come in and maintain that quietness, because most of the time when they are talking, I just sit quiet, and maybe we just keep come in with a question to calm everybody down. But it's just like Dr. Edu said, that was my first and only job interview that I had, and I nailed it based on that for the GRC side, based on the risk registry project we did. So it I'll just say that it's good when after this cohort, you revisit like all those materials and try to apply it to like a day-to-day, whether it's a technical day-to-day incident you come through it, try to align that with it to see and to just have confidence. And that will pay a lot, because I never knew after school when I decided to go in for a job, I will my first interview, I will have a job both in resilience and GRC. So that's just an encouraging story to tell, to encourage everyone to keep on fighting, and you will get through. So that's my journey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tutu. Did we have any other follow-ups?
Yeah, Mike, I think you called something out that drew my attention. When I was speaking, I didn't turn my video on, so I've spoken to most of you. Oh, sorry. I've spoken to most of you over the phone, but I just want to put a face to the name that way, and just to say hi to everyone. So that's all. So congratulations, everyone. Hopefully, you share some great stories in the near future in terms of jobs and, the future ahead. Bye.
Thank you, Frank. Is
All
that
right,
your
thank
real
you.
house?
I finally see Frank. Yeah.
Frank, I'm not seeing Franco.
Oh, he just shared his video. You didn't see him?
No.
Oh, finally see Frank.
There he is.
Yeah,
There he is.
I
Take
Oh,
a look, Larry.
okay.
Yeah.
I see him now.
Yeah.
All right. Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Anything else to the interns? Congratulations to all of us, and best wishes to all of us. Dr. Adu, is there anything else? Oh, okay.
And thank you Tutu once again for the encouragement.
No, that should be it. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate everybody's time, and you've been an awesome MC, Michael. So appreciate everybody's time. Thank you, and congratulations once again. I'm looking out to see everybody's resume, and then let's go through the job placement process. So, like I always tell everyone, if you are going to an interview and we don't know about it, you are so wrong. And Tutu was wrong, but she was right. Eventually, she got the job. We didn't know Tutu was even going to an interview. Right. So kindly reach out if you need help, if you need assistance. We are here to help. So thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the Independence weekend. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye.
Dr. Do, I have a question before we leave.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Do you have a specific email that you want us to send our resume to?
I think Michael knows that.
Yeah, I'll actually send the email out to you guys.
All right, okay, do that.
Yeah, we're all of us are going to be harassing David Okier.
Okay, all right.
So he's
All
gonna
right.
get this.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a great and wonderful rest of the week.